Hello everyone, it's Shane Kanto, your Wasteland reviewer, and I'm here to review New Order, and this is a new neon film from Michel Franco, who's the writer and director on this film. And this is about a lavish high society wedding unexpectedly turned into a class struggle that led to a violent coup. And this is a foreign language film and focuses on an uprising. And the film starts off with very impactful atmospheric music along with some artful shots of like slowly pulling away from this wall art and then cutting to some gruesome shots of things, including like piles of bodies, and you're just like, what the hell am I watching? And then it cuts to this very like big tonal shift from this brutality to having fun at a wedding, and you have all of these like high society people with a lot of money and bright and lively attire just filling out this home during this wedding. And things are going great. There's subtle little tension throughout some of the people working the wedding. You could tell that there's some class tension in this city, in this country. And as the film starts going, you're building this tension, then bam! Riots start happening, and people are getting shot and stabbed and hanged, and you're just like, okay. And then people are being tortured and being raped. And you're just like, okay, this film is going some places. And it's not like there isn't as much care and craft as, say, well, maybe not craft, as much care and sensitivity as, say, Schindler's List. Something that, like, I was trying to think of something that, like, as brutal as it is, at least doesn't feel manipulative in terms of how it's exploiting this violence and harm on these people. And I feel like this film feels very exploitative. It feels like it's really trying to take advantage and really manipulate this situation and exploit this scenario of like, this stuff happens, and you see all these people being brutally, just like a man trying to get help for his wife in the middle of the night just get shot on the spot, just drops dead. You cut to like panning across a place of like a bunch of soldiers being shot in the back of the head and then them lighting all their bodies on fire. Or a bunch of men come into a room and start raping a bunch of imprisoned women and forcing them to have like oral sex. And I'm just like, this movie is going some places, and I don't know if I want to be on this ride. But the thing is, the acting in this, there's emotional moments that hit very impactfully because of the acting. And obviously, it's emotional. There's some horrible things that they show in this movie, and it's going to affect you. If it didn't affect you, I'd be a little concerned. And the acting is really strong. The camera work and the framing of everything, the long takes, the lingering shots, it really is impactful in what this film is trying to do, which is making you feel uncomfortable and not be able to pull away. But what is the point of this movie? Why do we have to go through this? You can watch the news and realize, like, especially with what's going on in like Palestine and Israel, it's just like stuff like this is already going on. Like, this film just feels gratuitous, and there's no finesse, there's no artfulness, and there's no sensitivity about it. It just feels like a big blunt instrument beating you over the head with, this stuff happens. And it is very true, this stuff happens. It's well acted, it's well crafted. Franco was able to capture that, those emotions and the technical aspects. But I feel like in the end, this film feels very hollow. You don't feel a point and a focus. It just kind of like, here it is, take it in. And this was an hour and 25-minute movie, could have taken in like 15 minutes. I'm like, I get your point, goodbye. This was a tough one. And it's an impactful, and like, if you really are into get like gut punched tonight, go check out New Order. If you're not okay with gratuitous, like really graphic violence and brutality, this is not for you. But those are my thoughts on New Order. Let me know what you think and let's talk some movies. But thank you as always for tuning in and supporting your Wasteland reviewer.